good morning to our respected lecturer and my fellow classmates. I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's weekend. Wishing you guys a wonderful weekend ahead. So today we are going to present our seminar titled Coronavirus Holiday in Resort Penang is Shutting Down for Good. But first thing first, I'm going to introduce my group members. Me, myself, Putri Nabila binti Ahmad, Muhammad Fakrul Hanif, Siti Asha, Najwa Shazwani, and also Rizjan Ali. Okay, so we all know that this COVID-19 outbreak has severely impacted all sectors in Malaysia, and the hotel industry is no different. Initially, nobody thought that this virus is going to affect us to the point that we are currently facing a pandemic. So that is so bad, and everyone thought that this is just another virus. This virus is going to pass, but well, it's not. It is still around us up until today. Due to the continuous spike of new cases of COVID-19, the Movement Control Order MCO was eventually carried out in March 2020. It was last year. The MCO, the Movement Control Order, also referred as a partial lockdown. Okay, so this order has extends to travel restrictions, which means it bans all Malaysians from traveling within the country or across the country. Penang being the place of various tourist attractions, they always have guests around, they have tourists around coming to Penang, stay at the hotel, stay at the resort. So it was good back before the COVID-19 outbreak. So now, as a result of this pandemic, they have to shut down. Take for example, the Holiday Inn Resort, they have to completely shut down, like cease operate after 41 years of operating. It was 4 decades of operating. It was wonderful, but then when this pandemic hits, they have to shut down their business because they don't have they don't have any liable proposition to continue operating. This pandemic has taken its toll to hotels all over Malaysia because this is one of the toughest challenges they have ever faced in the hotel industry. So the severity of this crisis was extremely daunting, and there is no reason to continue running the business during this tiring time.
So I will continue about the implication of Holiday Inn Resort Penang. So for the first implication is the financial problem. When the total cases of COVID-19 become more serious, total of tourists that want to stay at that hot resort also become more lesser. If this thing happen, they will have issues from financial management whereby they are need to cover all the expenses such as the tax, staff salaries with 194 staff and the payroll costs, rent, fixed monthly bills, utilities, food and beverage inventory, and so on. The situation can cause this resort have difficulty to cover all the expenses because of reduced these profits, especially for the staff salaries. As the tourism, they are play the big role in Penang economy. It is sad to see all these good resort end up like that. So the next implication is to force to shutting down the operation. After 4 decades of operation, Holiday Inn Resort will be permanently closed by 30th of June 2020. This was announced by the Hong Kong-based Harilla Group via Asia Garden Sdn Bhd. This business was affected by the global pandemic COVID-19. This is because maybe they cannot adapt with the managing change in their organizations, whereby they too resistant the change and they forced to failing in implement the change in their organization. This situation, they don't have any choices in order to shutting down the operation because 5-star resort and hotel are very affected due to the pandemic of COVID-19. It is better they stop the operation rather than incurring significant losses and debt.
Next is suggestion for the hospitality and tourism sector during these downturns due to coronavirus. It's important for the resort to stay alert with the situation and stay positive to remain in the business. Therefore, what they need to consider and strategies to safeguard their business. Resort dealing with the disruption of demands, they need to come up with response strategy. As Malaysia is dealing with a lack of quarantine center, resorts and hotels are welcome to offer the facilities to work with the Ministry of Health for this, who quarantine from overseas or patients who was undergoing the treatment, or maybe just for the front line to stay with low price during this unprecedented moment. Next, the resort also must take action to build confidence among the possible consumer or future consumer that the safety and wellness is the priority that the organization has taken, such as sanitary measures, the social distance created, changes in accommodation to ensure that they will feel comfortable and safe when staying in the premises. Next, by implementing strict hygiene standards in the facility and the processes, promoting social distancing and avoiding as much as possible direct contact between employees and customers by strengthening digitization and opting to undertake extensive communication and awareness programs that involve both customers and employees in the adoption and compliance with these prevention measures against COVID-19. Hotels need to evaluate and develop plans such as diversifying their targeted customers. Especially during this COVID-19, hotel chains should focus on the local, regional travel restrictions, slow down the reservation on a large scale. Use the opportunity to re-evaluate the business, train the people, long-term plans, update their digital assets, keep on promoting how the resort generate additional revenue by partnering up with service like GrabFood, More Fun, Foodpanda is one of the ways to promote the facilities to customers in the locality, which directly drive the hotel and resort repeat visits from locals. Next is by cost control, which is an essential aspect that facilities need to ensure the survival. Costs that unnecessarily need to be cut off. Organizations need to have tighter cost control to ensure healthy cash flow during this unprecedented time due to a decrease in demand. Lastly, the industry needs to prepare for rebound and develop a marketing plan. A marketing plan that will help the organization compete with other organizations in the STEM industry and make staff and guests feel safe when the organization is fully prepared.
To conclude this seminar, I can say that COVID-19 has caused fear, anxiety, uncertainty, and travel, tourism, and also hotel sectors are being particularly affected. Businesses in these sectors are closing down for good since they don't see any good reason to continue operating during this pandemic. And also, extensive cost management measures that hotel companies have carried out is eating up on their businesses' well-being. That's so bad, right? Many hotels in Penang are expected to fully shutter by this year. So in order to overcome this pandemic, people are using stay-home hashtag all over social media to encourage people to stay indoors and also to avoid mass gathering. Nonetheless, the implications of COVID-19 should not be taken lightly, especially the impact on our economic growth. So it requires attention and also proper handling to overcome this pandemic. And with that being said, everyone plays a big role in order to combat this COVID-19. So stay safe everyone, don't go everywhere, stay at home and take care of yourself, okay?